Go.
Hi, I'm Andrew Brooks, and today I'd like to derive the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is for when you have an equation of the type ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So remember, the coefficients are a, b, and c, and they're real numbers. So the first thing, remember our goal here is we want to try to get the x on the left-hand side. So the first thing we do is get rid of this c. We'll move it to the other side of the equation. Okay. Now, in pursuit of our goal to isolate the x, the next thing we can do is get rid of that a. So to get rid of the a, let's divide everything by a. Okay, we're getting closer to our goal. Now what we want to do is to create an expression on the left that we can factor into a square. They call that completing the square in algebra. So to do that, we're going to take half of this coefficient in front of x, and we're going to square that. And that's what we're going to add to both sides. Okay, let's take a look at what we did. We added b over 2a, that's half of b over a, and we squared it. Now, in order to factor this into a perfect square, it's going to look something like x plus b over 2a squared equals, and let's expand this out a little. This is b squared over 4a squared minus c over a. Now to clean this up a bit, let's first of all, let's start running up here. We have, well, we'll take the square root of both sides is what we want to do. So this will give us x plus b over 2a, and since we're taking the square root, it's going to give us plus or minus the square root of this thing over here, b squared minus b squared over 4a squared minus c over a. Okay, now let's combine this a little bit. Okay, so we have a plus b over 2a equals plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Now the next thing we want to do is pull this out of the root. So we'll have this thing coming down, and this is b squared minus 4ac, and since we're pulling this out of the root, 4a squared becomes 2a. Now all we have to do is move this guy over to the other side. So we do that. That gives us x equals negative b over 2a plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And the last thing we can do is combine these two terms, since they both have 2a in the denominator. And that gives us our final equation, which I'll write here. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, the whole thing over 2a. And that, my friends, is the quadratic equation. That's all, folks.